Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is kind of an impromptu video. I wasn't really planning on recording this evening, but some things came up where I wanted to make sure that I was able to talk about this before it was too late. And that is, I'm actually going to be at the Tucson Toy Show on March 2nd, 2025 here in Tucson, Arizona. And I can't wait to do it. And I decided to take this opportunity to not only talk about that, but talk about some other changes that are coming to the channel. Well, let's just get right to it. I'm going to be at the Tucson Toy Show. You know, I'm not a big toy person, but I am a comic book writer. Something I've talked about a little bit on the channel, but not in great detail. And I don't plan on talking about it in too much detail tonight, but to give you the finer points to let you know why I'm going to be there and what I'm going to be doing at the show. And the second part is the official name change to the channel. Because we did change it from Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel a while back, and that was for a lot of reasons. The main reason is we are getting rid of our Teslas for no other reason than it's just time for us to move on. But that's neither here nor there. So we decided to change the name of the channel, and we changed it to Tommy's Tech, Travel, and Collectables, because I've been incorporating so much comic book stuff into the channel lately, mostly the collecting portion, that it just made sense to start giving it its proper dues. But that was always going to be a temporary name. So the official name of the channel is going to be Silly Monkey, because that's the name of my company that I have where I write and produce my comic books. And this is the first one I ever wrote. Well, this is the graphic novel version. It's the collected version of the first 5 issues I wrote along with my friend Caleb. We made this book a while back, and it was kind of our foyer into making comics and into that creative life, you know, being part of something that we've only looked at from the outside. We jumped in and we had a lot of fun doing it, and we got to do it with these characters here, Mikey, Liz, and their dog Oppenheimer. This book originally came out in 2012, and we released now 6 issues to date. This is a collection of the first 5 issues, the graphic novel, like I said. 4 years ago now, I believe it was, we released issue 6, starting a new storyline for the book. And it's something we didn't really plan on doing. We were going to leave it at these original 5 issues and just leave it at that. But we had a new story to tell. I came up with a new idea that I wanted to put into a 3 to 4 book story arc, but then life kind of happened where I had my second child, Caleb, moved into a new position at work. Just life happens, you know, like you can't control these things. And it was always something we did as a passion project, but it wasn't, you know, our paycheck or livelihood. And unfortunately, sometimes as you get older, these things get pushed to the side. And I love writing comics. I did want it to be my career at one point, but I also had to be realistic about things going on. I didn't have the ends and the connections per se. It's just something I did for fun and pastime, but writing this led to so many other things. Just for example, I grabbed a copy of this, The Raven, a book I worked on with my friend Eric Schock and his company Evil Robot Productions, which turned to he and I working on other things like Colt Cooper and The Inner Circle and other Golden Age projects that we're going to do in the future. And then I got to write my first professional gig with a company called Reading A to Z, where I helped develop their graphic novel line for them. I absolutely love making this stuff. And even with Brief History in Time, issue 6, a friend of mine saw a cover that Caleb drew, and they even paid to have this be their exclusive cover for their comic shop. And the reason I bring that up is those are the people that invited us to be at the Tucson Toy Show. It's my friend Eric and Esperanza over there at Presidio Comics. When we made this book for them, they were actually partners with another comic book shop that's no longer in existence. And I've always wanted to do something for them again with this cover, because, you know, they paid for it. It's their cover for all intents and purposes as far as exclusivity goes for a specific comic book shop. But they invited us to come out. I talked to Caleb, you know, and we're getting the old band back together, as it were. Issue 7 is now in production, and we're going to be at Tucson Toy Show on March 2nd at Tucson Expo Center, information down below, to talk to people about our old book, about what we're trying to do, and to get those juices flowing in, those creative juices. And I'm happy to announce, not only am I working on Brief History in Time, issue 7, I'm also writing the next follow-up to our Raven and Inner Circle Golden Age line. I'm working on another book called Lawrence Hadley, where I'm doing the second book to that one finally. It's just, you know, all of us have to find the time to work with each other because we're all adults. We all have full careers. We all have families. It's about finding the time to do the thing that we love and that we're passionate about. But the whole reason for this video is to say, hey, Silly Monkey Comics and Silly Monkey LLC at this point is back. And we're going to slowly turn the channel here from Tommy's Tech, Travel, and Collectables, which doesn't roll off the tongue like I thought it was going to just Silly Monkey. Because that's who I am. I love monkey's always been my favorite animal. I love just being silly and goofy with my friends, and that's kind of how I've always been personality-wise. And we spell it with that IE on there because we like to do everything independently or as an indie, so IE on the end of it. So we are rebranding for the last time, I promise. I just don't know how exactly yet. So for the foreseeable future, we are still going to operate as Tommy's Tech, Travel, and Collectibles, but as Silly Monkey at heart. And slowly it's going to turn into that full time. But this video is to serve two quick purposes. One, we're going to be at the Tucson Toy Show. I know I've said it a lot, but I can't stress it enough. And then we're also making comic books again. Man, I'm so excited to make this announcement. Forgive me, I'm a little tired. It's the middle of the night, and I did that thing that I've talked about in some of our previous videos. Since I don't have a lot of free time, I tend to record 3 or 4 videos in one day, and I'm a madman when it comes to editing, so the other ones are already edited and ready to go. This one, I was like, I should probably make that since the toy show is this weekend. So if you're watching this after March 2nd, sorry it's too late. But I'll put the link down below to sillymonkey.com where you can actually look at and buy all the comic books we have available. But if you're in Tucson on that day, come see it. It's a great pop culture show. There's toys, there's collectibles, there's a ton of other guests there. Like, I'm the most Z-list person on their list of guests that they've announced. So come down, see it, check it out. Look at the stuff from our youth. Look at all the cool stuff. Look at all the cool stuff that people have to offer that they're selling there. It is a Comic-Con without the comic version. It's a Toy Con, if you will. But yeah, the Tucson Toy Show here in Tucson, Arizona. That's a tongue twister. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I can't wait to see you guys this weekend. And if not, check out our link down below. And maybe you can get a book signed by myself, Caleb, or myself and Eric. Who knows? At least I'll sign them. I promise I'll deface the books before we send them out. But until next time, it was great talking to y'all. Talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody.